Morning, little friend. You guys see it? So I'm thrilled. I have had almost zero luck germinating my own pepper plants over the last couple of years. And this year, a lot of them are coming up. They're still very, very little, but they're coming up. I'm gonna have to uppot these kale because they're just too leggy. Good morning. So it is a dreary, rainy day outside. It's mean Nathan not sleeping the last couple of nights and my throat kind of being a little meh this morning. And I know that today has the potential to just like get out of control. So we, on normally rainy days like this, do a lot more structure than what I do on a typical day. On a typical day, the kids are just outside, and then in the afternoon we do some schoolwork. So today I'm gonna take you along on a little bit more of a structured day. But how do I handle, and our family handle, days like this where they can't go outside and burn off a bunch of energy? How do we keep ourselves from killing each other? The boys and I call this Mommy's Go-Go Juice. Sleep good?
Mm-hmm. Nathan woke me up once or twice.
Oh, Nathan kept me up all night. You'll be okay. Right.
Okay, then I'll keep him relaxed while you go up there and get your sleep.
Wouldn't that be nice? Right, I'll make it in. What's the matter? Did you not sleep? Tell him, say, I'm not sleeping. Yay, baby Nathan. Are you thinking about it? All right. So, Nathan. Spencer. Nathan. Spencer. They're all dressed and ready. Not you. He's still in his jammies. All ready.
I'm ready.
Easy. Gentle. Gentle.
I'm ready.
What are you doing? How are your chicks doing?
Huh?
How are your chicks doing?
Doing good.
Do we need to find something to set that up on?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you putting fresh bedding in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Alright, finish up so you can put the lid back on so they don't jump out anymore. I don't want chicken poo all over my laundry room or my house.
That was all over our property.
Well, it can be outside all at once. Good job, buddy. One of the challenging things for me is knowing that I set the tone for my home in the mornings. So like on days today where it's like I just don't feel good and it's really dreary outside, trying to keep a good spirit about me is very, very challenging. Because honestly, true story, moms just want to sometimes go crawl back in bed. And that's where I'm at this morning, but I can't do that. So trying to just not feed a negative spirit in my home on mornings, especially when I'm tired and don't feel good, is my goal. My goal is to fill the home with joy and peace, even when it's not my default for that day. What is that?
It's a picture.
I can't see it. Put it down by your face. What is it?
It's a picture of the kitchen.
Oh, good job, buddy.
And you know who this is?
Who?
Him.
Nathan. Very cool.
In his high chair.
Very cool. All right, why don't you let Sissy take a turn? So erase it and let Sissy take a turn. That's really good, buddy. You did great. Somebody is feeling the repercussions of him not sleeping last night. Look at those tired eyes. Huh. Are you feeling it? Yeah. Mommy is too. My other 4 babies loved the sling or the Moby sack. Nathan, or they would sleep in the car seat, like when we would get somewhere. They would stay asleep and finish out their nap. Nathan does not do either. The only time he will tolerate a sling is like when we're outside. So like when I'm working in the house or whatever, I can't put him in a sling or he just screams the whole time. And then as soon as the car stops, like he's awake and screaming. So the last couple of weeks have been a bit of a challenge with him as far as getting things done without a screaming baby in the background, because he will not stay asleep or hang out in the sling while I'm like vacuuming or anything. So that's been an adventure. So normally I would be sitting and eating with the kids, but it's kind of been a disjointed morning. And we're running behind. Tim's got a dentist appointment. He's gonna have to leave for soon. So because of that, I'm gonna have to go ahead and jump ahead in my day. As soon as he comes down from trying to get Nathan to go to sleep, I'm gonna head out and do the chores. But one thing we do days where we know that they're not gonna be able to go outside and just play, we do what's called individual playtime, where they get assigned a certain task that they get to play by themselves. And something we noticed when we only had like 3 kids was that alone time was rare, but it was precious for a lot of their personalities. So we started doing this where it's structured. They get 15 to 20 minutes at each station, and then it helps them be able to create, but be okay when their creations are taken apart. Like with the Legos and the Connects, I have one especially who gets very upset when things that he builds get taken apart to be used for something else. So this gives him a chance to build with the understanding and the freedom that it's going to be taken apart, and then that's okay. So we do individual playtime, especially on days, like I said, when it's rainy and I know they're going to get rowdy, just from where they're not outside. And this just kind of helps our morning flow better. And then depending on what Nathan does, it allows me to get a couple things done. Generally it's laundry or sweeping or something like that. Have this done now. We'll finish up breakfast, get everybody's teeth brushed, get chores done, get everybody changed, and then we'll head into this. And this also helps Tim and I, once I go out and do the chores, he can finish up the inside stuff and then get them started here. And they pretty well switch on their own. When they hear a timer go off, then they know that they're going to the next station. And so this kind of helps them learn to be a little independent and transition well. And then it also helps Tim and I. Tim can get started on work early, and then I can come in and know exactly what's going on, and help their day stay pretty consistent and flow, so that they know what to expect coming next. Q's awake. We're gonna try again. Are you ready to face this day? Evidently he's not convinced. Great, so since Mr. Man's awake and Tim is off, he's got meetings and work and stuff today, and then a dentist appointment, we are gonna head into individual playtime. So the thing I have found that is crucial for this to be successful is the areas that they are gonna be in are cleaned up. So before we can get started, we have to clean up. Okay, so they did a pretty good job. We have a phrase in our house, isn't mom clean or dad clean?
So this is Dad clean, but it is clean enough for us to get ready for individual playtime. And then while they're doing that, Bubba and I are gonna finish nursing him. And then I'll get started on something piddling to do. All right, so Lexi, you're gonna be at the table. You're gonna do Play-Doh. Spencer, you're gonna be at the black table playing Legos. Lane, you're gonna be in your room playing Connects. And DJ, you're gonna be at the island game. So ideally with individual playtime, they would take every station and play by themselves completely. And with the boys, even when they were younger, they would sit there and play. But I have found that there are certain personalities who towards the end of this time tend to get a little needy. They want to be played with. So I've tried when I do an individual playtime to schedule her furthest away from me to closest to me. And so that by the time the last station is on and she's on the last station, I finished up whatever it is I was working on and can spend some time with her because, well, first of all, she's 3, but second of all, because she's very social, and so playing by herself for a long time is very hard. So I want to reward her for playing by herself. So now, today, Lee and I are working on a coloring page together during her drawing time. Aren't we, sis? Mm-hmm. Okay, you ready? It's lunchtime, so we're having open-faced deer meat sandwiches with homemade barbecue sauce and salad. Kids' plate have bread. No bread for mommy. Yeah. Oh, this is like a chickpea cheese, I think. It's pretty good, but it's not mozzarella. Y'all, guess who slept for 3 hours? Guess who napped for 3
beautiful hours. Nathan, didn't ya? Did Nathan sleep for 3 beautiful hours? All right, so we have finished lunch, and after lunch we normally do like a rest time. Ideally, I would have some that nap, but they all think they're too big and old for that. So we do a lot of reading during rest time and just trying to get prepped for the afternoon. We put DJ's chicks out. That's their first time outside on grass, and they are loving it. We think that every animal should be on fresh grass as often as possible. So it's too cold at night for them to be outside after dark. So that's why we have them kind of in a temporary tractor out front. And then we'll bring them in as the sun starts to go down and the temperatures drop. But I made their little tractor out of some old scraps that I had sitting around last year. And it just gives some of our little chicks a chance to be outside and enjoy the beautiful weather. As much as I would love to finish like all of the floors to mop and stuff, in this season that's just not feasible for me. So I got half of my kitchen mopped, whoop whoop, and now I'm gonna go grab a baby and help Lulu work a puzzle before we start our afternoon. Well, the man got home, so we're gonna wrap up our showtime, make some dinner, and hang out for the night. So thanks for joining us. Hope you guys have an awesome evening, and we'll talk to you later.